I think we understood that it was going to be landmark, but I don't think I understood to what degree other people would really be deeply impacted by what was done. I was really, trying to express myself. I say all the time, I make music not necessarily for selfish reasons, but I make the music that I want to hear. And when you find that other people want to hear that too, you know what I mean? How could you not be excited about that?
Yo, we about to step into one right.
The Miseducation was sort of like a play on, maybe low and high culture coming together. What I intended to get across was that that there was I want to say, sort of a learning, a process of understanding that came from a non-traditional, extremely non-traditional way. And that this album was going to be sort of an embodiment of those type of rules and lessons, what maybe more formal, sort of a more formal paradigm would call uneducated or wouldn't acknowledge, but in fact were valuable life lessons. And this music was about to be a representation of that. If anything, it was just about learning how to really trust my individual voice, you know what I mean? But I had some very strong ideas, and I was very strong about those, I felt strongly about those ideas. So, I was excited, and once the momentum, once it started going in a certain direction, it was just a matter of working out the kinks and continuing to do it. I think for me it was, I was excited about, taking this music that I thought was beautiful, old school doo-wop music, cats used to harmonize, and the beautiful harmonies and the melodies, and just taking that and making something contemporary that my generation could get excited about. And I grew up listening to the music that my parents collected as teenagers, and children, and I was fed on a lot of that music. I think that for me, I sort of acted as sort of a bridge, between an older generation and a younger generation, and how to put these two musical styles together, to build a continuum so that there wasn't so much of a disconnect between the generations. And I think that the Miseducation was really what that was all about, I think it was about being a bridge, between generations that could very well have drifted off in separate directions. I think though I made a piece of music from a sincere place, and I think that sincerity has no choice but to resonate with people. You know what I mean? I think that my motives were probably in the right place, at the right time. And I think it resonated and spoke or represented something for a generation of people who needed that at that time or who wanted that at that time. And I was in a very blessed position to be able to be the carrier of that message.